So I finally have somebody in the canoe with me. Hi, Brent.
Hello. Brent Styra.
How long have you been a board member?
Oh, probably at least 6 or 7 years, maybe a little longer. Can't remember exactly.
Yeah. Last video you mentioned that you've been coming for about at least 10 years, and someone said, "Oh, way longer than that."
Is it? Yeah. Yeah. I let it go.
So you were here for just 2 weeks building the, what would you call that?
The elevated walkway.
Elevated walkway, yeah.
Yeah.
At one point it's been raining so much that I wanted you to stop at halfway and just call it a dock.
Yeah. Yeah, it did feel like that a few days.
Yeah. But, you were working with Joe mainly, but you also had help with Cush helped, and his sister Mon.
Yes, yeah, they were on there helping put deck boards down for
Yeah.
a few days, and yeah, me and Joe basically built it.
Right.
The structure, yeah.
But that was great to see other community members actually learning skills too.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, it's always fun to teach people to do things they haven't done.
Ajahn Sona also has the idea to put a roof on that too, is that correct?
Yes, when we built it, it's built in such a way that the posts that support the rails, we can put another post outside of those, which will go up higher and support the roof in the future. Yeah.
Right. Is there a time frame for that?
Not that I'm aware of, but when we get to it.
We can't do it before it starts snowing?
I don't know. So not sure about that one. So, but what's done is finished.
When they were doing the cremation ceremony for Lumpur Cha, it took a year to get it all done, and people would come and ask Lumpur Liam, the abbot, said, "How long is it going to take you to finish this?" He said, "I finish it every day."
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's go take a look at the raised walkway.
Okay.
So you just came out today to deliver groceries.
Yes, due to the COVID, the staff here, or the stewards, haven't been able to go as town as often for groceries, and stuff has been delivered, so I did a run to Costco and the Superstore for stuff that they can't get through the wholesaler.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bit of an epic journey.
Was it?
lot, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a few groceries, yeah.
Oh, good. Thanks for your service.
Oh, no problem at all. So I'm glad to help.
So Brent calls this the raised walkway, but I call it the big question mark. What was the question, Brent?
What was the question? Oh. Good question.
There you go. So this is the walkway that Brent and Joe made. You have any comments about it? Well, this is ADA. In America, we call it ADA, America Disabilities Act, for
Okay, yeah.
wheelchair accessible.
Yep.
So there's a concrete pad here, the driveway. So if someone's in a wheelchair, they can get off on this concrete pad and then get into the monastery easily. And then this is all cedar, except for the underboards.
Yeah, the decking is treated, and the railings and the posts are cedar. And when we eventually do a roof on it, the posts going up will be cedar as well. So.
Right. Smells nice now.
Yeah, when we made it, I was saying before, so when we go to put the roof on, another post will just attach to this one basically and continue up, so it's...
Yeah, on each one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, if we get down here, you can see you've got the 2x6s underneath here. So those boards will come down into there.
And then we'll just bolt it. It'll get bolted to this one and continue up to the roof. So.
Yeah. Now this is an interesting little feature here.
Well, the story behind this is when we started putting the railings on, we'd start with the 2x4 under here. And so we went through and put all those 2x4s on first, and there was nothing in the center here and no top rail. And when you looked at it, it just looked like there was all these sections. It looked, well, that's the way it should be. So from there, me and Joe thought about doing this is dropping it down to another level, just for an interesting feature, somewhere to put things on. Maybe you could hang things down here eventually if you wanted to, put little Buddha statues on.
Right.
And the other thing was that these sections here are 16 feet, so the board length determined there would have had to been a piece in here on each side, which would then come to a point and join. So by not doing that, we avoided having to
Weird angles.
have these corners on here with small pieces of wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was basically Sister Mon and mainly Kush did all the, and Joe I guess did a few of all these, the nails. And
All the screws on the
yeah.
decking, yeah.
Yeah. And I saw them pre-drilling the holes.
Yeah, that just helps to stop the wood from splitting. If you just drive it straight in, the wood tends to split,
Yeah.
fray a little bit.
Do they have any plans for the area down here now?
That's Ajahn Sona's department now. He's thinking about it as to what to do, so he can allow that to percolate in his mind for a little while.
It looks like a
Come
little,
up with something.
looks like a little amphitheater. We should do Dhamma drama.
Yes, yes.
And yeah, these were interesting. The where you did the connection pieces of the boards coming this way, and then how you transitioned.
Yes. Yeah, the basic structure underneath is basically rectangles. So the long sections are just a rectangular frame, and then just basically fill in the corners.
Yeah. Let's go over there. Let's actually come in underneath and see if we can see. So you have two sets of steps, one heading over to the office or the kind of where we park the cars sometimes, and this heads over to the kitchen. And there's two cabins over there, so if people are coming in this way, and probably a shortcut to the workshop. You had an idea on that, you see that one right
Oh,
there,
the big
to
corner
make a
there?
little gazebo, or
Yeah, you could actually just continue it out this way
yeah,
as a walkway, and then have you could put a covered gazebo sitting area out in
Yeah.
amongst the rock garden there.
you gonna point that out there where the
Yeah, so basically, I'm not sure if you can see where my hand is there.
yeah,
There's that's the straight end of one section, and
Yeah.
then on the other side here is the other straight end of that section, and then we just
Yeah.
fill the space in between.
yeah. So you had these blocks here on the edge, just to
This is for the style, the way the decking is, because the outside boards run in a different direction, so they need support that way.
yeah. That was a big project.
Yeah, it makes it a lot cleaner on the decking itself, and then you get this way you can actually, when you put your screws in, end up being like 2 inches back from the edge of the board, so you get less splitting on the end.
Okay. Take a look at that up here on top.
Yeah, up on here, this area here.
Yeah.
So normally people would screw them in right near the end, but the way it's built with this system, the screws end up being back here. So, and I can see a few of them need to get,
A little further.
as the
in.
wood dries and shrinks a bit, they need to get countersunk a little bit. 'Cause whoever has to shovel the snow off this thing they'll hit every one of those.
Yeah. Thanks, Brent.
Oh, no problem. It's a joy to walk on there when you get here and come and visit. When you walk on here, it feels really good. So
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Hey, Brent.
Hey.
Just don't look up my skirt.